G'day, ZiggyD here, and welcome back for my Day 2 update for the Lightning Touch Challenge in Path of Exile. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys a bit of an update on my progression for my character, show you guys my switch to dual totems, and also give you guys some highlights from Day 2. Day 2 was a bit of a shorter day, only 3 and a little bit hours, 3.5 or 4 hours, because I think we could just kind of like screwing up the times a little bit, but we're starting earlier tomorrow, and tomorrow should be a longer day. But nonetheless, we still got some good progression done. We got towards the end of Cruel, so we're currently in Cruel Docks, and I'm almost level 50. I think I'm like level 49.5, so doing pretty well. I did make the switch to dual totems about 1 or 2 levels ago, and so far I'm actually pretty impressed with how well it's going. Generally, if you switch to totems this early, it doesn't work very well, and the totems are dying to void bearers pretty quickly, but in terms of damage, it's pretty good. It's about on par or slightly higher than the damage I was doing self-casted, so that's pretty good news. I have more control over them, and there's wider AoE by virtue of having 2 totems instead of casting once. And I'm much safer as well, because I'm able to hang back while all the other guys are in there right up the front face tanking. I'm sitting back with my totems, even though we did have some fun face tanking before I did switch to totems. But now it's going to be all about my brotems doing the tanking for me. So in terms of in terms of the competition, how are we all going? I think Pohx probably has the most damage, followed by LiftingNerd, and then probably, I don't know, me and Zeno are probably about similar when you count my 2 totems versus him, but he can start DPSing sooner, so he's probably higher DPS than me. But in terms of survivability, I think I have all the other guys crushed, because not only do I have the totems now to hide behind, totems protect me. But I think I have way more health than any of them either, and a decent amount of armor to boot. So I think in terms of that, my character's doing pretty well, and I'm fairly satisfied so far. I also do pretty well as a support character, since I've now spec'd into dual cursing as well, and I'm able to curse both with conductivity and currently Assassin's Mark, but I'm only using Assassin's Mark until I can get Elemental Weakness. And then as soon as we get an Elemental Weakness, which I think comes from the Cruel Library reward, so we're going to be going for that as soon as possible, then we're going to be heaps better, because Assassin's Mark only really helps the 2 crit guys, doesn't really help the rest of us, and I think Elemental Weakness and Conductivity as a combo is much more powerful, so we'll be going for those, and any sort of drop back in DPS from going totems should be more than made up for by the fact that I'll be dual cursing. So not only will that be good support for the party, also the totems will be able to tank for my fellow party members, not just me, but also I should have, pretty good AoE, and the damage should be reasonable. So far, I think I'm pretty optimistic. It'll be interesting to see how well this works out. I feel like this is one of the more unsure I've been about a build in a long time, because I feel like this could very much go 2 ways. It could either be really good, like Flame Totem, or it could be really terrible, like Spark Totem. I hope it's not like Spark Totem. Anyway, we'll see. Maybe, as someone pointed out in the comments of the last video, maybe in 1 or 2 videos I'll be like, "Yay, it works!" I hope that's the case. So enough of the background footage and explanation. I'll jump over and show you guys the passive tree and how that's going, and then we'll cut to some highlights. Alrighty guys, here's how my passive tree is looking so far. Now, a quick update on the planned passive tree based on some feedback from one of my commenters in the last video, which you guys can check out. I have changed the routing to the slightly more efficient, going this way through this way instead of up through here. As you can see in game, currently I route up this way. By cutting that routing and going through this way, I essentially saved 1 passive point that I can spend elsewhere on something awesome like cast speed or something like that, and traded 2 int nodes for 2 weapon LE. So although weapon LE is useless in this build, literally does nothing, it's worthwhile freeing up that passive, because that 1 passive more than makes up for 20 intelligence. 20 intelligence is like, whatever, it's a little bit of mana for me as an Eldritch Battery character, whereas compared to that I could get something like 4% cast speed from, one of these nodes, or 10% spell damage, or like an extra life node. There's a lot of good things I can get with that extra passive, so that was well worth it, I think. Now back over in terms of my actual progression, I literally just respec these HP nodes just there to the 6% life, but essentially what I did was I came out of Templar, got the life here, went down, got the cast speed and life, which I don't know, I don't think you need to do that. I think you could go straight out towards Eldritch Battery. So what I did was, after I got this, I went up here, I grabbed the life, I went and got Eldritch Battery, and right at the point where I got Eldritch Battery, I was running like a pretty high level Clarity and Herald of Thunder, and my mana costs were pretty bad. Like, it was getting really hard to support self-casted Lightning Tendrils, and I knew as soon as I switched to Totems, I would not be able to afford it. So I definitely needed to rush Eldritch Battery, and I was glad I did. So after getting Eldritch Battery, I then ducked down here, grabbed just the Athleticism node at that point, and then went down and got dual totems, which was a couple levels after I actually got the spell totem support gem. It was like level 4 when I actually equipped it, and switched over to a 4 link doing that. So other than that, since then I've just been filling out life, and then I grabbed the Jewel Curse. Actually, I got Jewel Curse first before switching around that life. But yeah, the Jewel Curse was a really good thing to spec into straight away. It's been a really nice help for the party, and even just getting the curse effect node for 1 point, and then me doing the cursing so that they're slightly stronger was also pretty good. So I think it's really starting to come into its own now, and starting to actually be a build and not just a leveling character. So that's pretty cool. In terms of my setup, I linked lightning tendrils to added lightning penetration, and spell totem. Probably faster casting would be better than added lightning, but since I don't have faster casting, since we're playing self-found, remember this is a self-found challenge, this is what I have to use now. I had to trade out a much better chest. I think I still have it here. This chest here that I found, which is really, really nice for a self-found character. I had to trade it out for a worse one. This one's not bad, but much worse than that one. Just to get the 4 links. You know, links are the bane of a self-found character's existence. I'm still using my original scepter, though I'm not actually getting full use out of it now because it's a +1 scepter and I don't actually have lightning tendrils in it. It needs to be in it for it to work. So I've got Herald of Thunder in it, so I suppose I'm getting a little bit of extra damage. It goes from like 4 to 66 up to 5 to 73, so a tiny little buff, I guess. But as soon as I get a good spellcaster weapon, I'm going to be using that instead, so I'm keeping an eye out for that. Rest of the gear is not particularly good, you know, just got some resist there, an okay tri-resist ceremonial, you know, no move speed on the boots, just some life on that, nothing too special, the rings are okay. This thing I just alked, this is the most recent item I acquired, and this thing is awesome, because getting dexterity has been a real problem. It shouldn't be a problem later. However, if I want to run a high level Arctic Armor, I'm going to need to get as much dexterity as I can, so dexterity will be the limiting factor on Arctic Armor, I believe. So this was really nice to alk this. It's got 41 dexterity on it, so pretty insane, and then cast speed and a really nice life roll for this level. 74 life is like a max life roll for this level, so that was pretty insane. So I've done okay in terms of gear overall. I'm like actually doing okay in terms of resist for self-found. Only not capped on cold, and the other guys are running. Someone's running a purity of elements, so it's fine. I'm capped resist, and towards the end of Dominus Cruel with over 2k life, I'm doing well. I'm doing well, guys. So far, I feel like I'm doing very well, and you know, that's competing with 4 other guys for exactly the same gear, basically. So I think it's been working out pretty well. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. If you guys are playing your own version of the Lightning Tendril Challenge, the Lightning Touch Challenge, let me know how you guys are going. I'm excited to hear your epic stories, your epic fails, and your epic wins. But let me know in the comments below. Anyway, guys, that's it for now. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching. Enjoy the highlights. Oh god, I'm nervous, guys.
Hey guys.
What's cake day? What, really?
What's up, dudes?
That's so good. That's so good.
The tabula.
The one socket tabula. Yep. Oh man, that's so good. I'm keeping that image. Zeno, you're letting us down.
Oh, sorry. Triangle formation.
With our powers combined.
Almost doomed.
Where's clarity?
We channel these forces of RNG to complete cruel difficulty. With no deaths in Merveil,
We need
hopefully.
our witch here.
Here we go. I'm gonna vote for ZD. My chat is currently holding a vote as to who is going to rip next. They're betting their Ziggy coins on it.
Wow. It's gonna be me. Guaranteed.
Who gets the vote or who gets the
I'm
rip?
literally going to cry if it's going to be.
You've already had yours lifting. You got the first
Yeah,
one,
just
which is actually one of the best rips to have.
Yeah. Get it out of the way.
Real-time pie charts. Here we go. Well, the results of the Ripometer are pretty, like, it's a pretty dramatic curve, I'm not gonna lie.
Is it between you and Xeno? Or is it just like all Xeno?
We have
That's my guess.
68% Xeno, 18% is the next one.
Not surprised. Time to prove the haters
But
wrong.
you know, they always look at the history of the racing horse, how it's done in previous races and such, and
Go!
it's a flat triangle.
That is so old.
2 of them. Oh, wow.
They look pretty good though.
That ring is actually
Yeah.
legit.
That's we just got 2 pretty damn good rings.
Whoa, that ring
was
has
worth.
so many affixes.
Mind linking it? This is an insane ring.
Life,
For
lightning
a physical
resist.
build.
Light radius! Oh my god.
It's the physical damage.
5% light radius. What the fuck?
That's
Okay.
good.
Ooh.
3. Formation go. Formation go. 3, 2, 1.
Exalt! Oh my god! What? And it dropped off a squid. Wow.
Well,
Told you I'm a very
GG.
lucky person to be
GG.
I
around.
told you this was gonna be a good lockbox.
We meet again.
Box formation, go! I can see Lifting would be a little bit nervous about this.
Yeah.
I like how we're standing in a line so she can more effectively get us. I got like max cold resist, this shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, me too now.
Makes a difference, huh?
Maxwell.
Yeah, just barely tickles. Maybe a little bit more than tickle.
It does physical damage, that the range from the
Really? Thought it was only cold. The box formation is victorious.
Yeah, we
Oh,
found
I'm
one.
so scared.
In the
I'm
river
here to
ways.
fire
He
up.
can't slam
I'm not
all of us,
ready.
boys.
yeah, I'm not.
He can't
Are we
slam
really
all of
gonna
us.
Are
Wait,
we
are we
actually
really
taking
staying for
this? Are
this?
we gonna be manly?
I'm not going to be mainly. I'm gonna be so fucking womanly.
There you go, Xeno. PK attempt.
Oh my god, PK attempt, go. Man mode, man mode. Get your damn crit out of here.
Oh. Oh.
So manly. Watch.
Oh yeah, Ziggy man mode.
You just took it, man.
Oh!
Stop it! No, stop it! Oh, wait!
Pohx. Oh god, he's going for you again.
Dude!
I thought he was about to do another. He did 3 in a row.
Wow, what an asshole!
The butthole pucker is real.
Oh boy.
Manliness.
There's only
Oh,
so much
yeah.
I can say.
Ziggy too manly.
Nope.
Oh, we killed her!
Nope.
We
Stay
don't have
there.
to fight her again.
Come back. Don't go.
The freezes.
Nope.
Fighty, just die.
No.
Why won't you die?
I know how to make you all instantly panic.
Sure, go for it.
That's really not
I'm
very
not-
instant, Xena. Thought it was going to be a little bit more instant than
Oh
that.
my god, Zilly almost died.
Oh, there's the Totem boys. There's the Totem boys. Doom 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 doom. Propose a new drinking game. Every time Xeno complains about playing a sound, take a drink.
Fuck.
Whoa! What the fuck was that?
That was
We
close.
trolling.
Whoa, that was
Yeah.
close, man.
I think he was trolling. No, he was. Zeno would. He would have noticed something happened before that.
We should, like,
Freaking
activate
one of those bears,
Righteous
man.
Fire or something like that.
I thought that was a righteous fire troll. Might not have been.
Pretty sure. I think it is.
Yeah.
But it was kind of slow to go down.
Someone proposed a drinking game in my chat. Xeno, whenever you complain about being a silent, take a shot.
Oh man, let's get wasted. Scion is the worst. Get drunk, boys.